We have also been invaded. Some Colombians might be outraged when the peoples who have been suppressed by tyrants rebel. We can criticize Hamas, but we cannot criticize the Palestinian people. They do have a right to rebellion because their land was occupied. Our Colombian lands have been occupied twice. Once by Spaniards a long time ago. Some of our islands were occupied by the British, by the French, and Panama was also occupied by North Americans. And they took away our territory. It is lucky that we didn't disappear. And an occupied nation deserves to rebel. Rebellion is not a political crime. It's only a political crime when it affects the tyrant. And now they name the rebels terrorists. Those who engage in rebellion are not criminals. I was almost once prevented from raising the flag from Bolivar, which was green and black, and Bolivar was carrying this flag in his fight against Spain. And General Murillo ended up having a conversation with Simon Bolivar. But they continue the war, but they brought a human perspective to the war. And that's why we still have Spaniards living amongst us, because they also have a right to life. So back then, Bolivar understood the rights and the dignity of his opponents, the Spanish opponents who didn't want to return to Spain. But what this flag represented was freedom or death. And I don't know where he came with this idea of this flag, because Bolivar ride his horse through all over this country. And in the back then, Spain wanted to be Republican, such as Colombia. And Bolivar lifted these flags that were red and black, or green and black. And that is what represent freedom or death. And because we don't want to talk about that, we'll say freedom or freedom. So that flag loses its black color and it turns in red. So here we want to stand for freedom and the protection of life. Europe went to a very difficult time after defeating Hitler. And now they are electing Hitler's sons and daughters. And they are repeating what was back then the speech of Hitler. We are superior if we are white, and we reject everyone who has a different skin color than ours. When that is what Hitler was doing back then. How would it be possible that partisan peoples of Italia would adopt similar speeches? They have all types of people, Christian, communists, and those who survived the Republican Spain. And those who first marched in a liberated France were anarchists. An anarchist movement who was defeated in the past, and then that they were enjoying freedom against the enemies of freedom.